Hi, welcome to another session of Wing Chun. First things first, Happy Chinese New Year. It's coming up soon. 恭喜發財. Okay. Haven't been on for a long time because Wing Chun is Wing Chun. It's a very simplistic martial arts, and there's no use really talking about it too much. Because it's in the art form, and I don't want to keep repeating myself unless it's something useful. So the idea is that you need to train. So you're gonna have to excuse my shelf in the background. I had a flood here, and things was upside down. Not much has happened in Wing Chun. Except for I encourage people to do some boxing. I put on a pair of gloves, and the dummy without the arms, and the way I've made the dummy, it kind of balanced in the middle where it would rock back and forth an inch. And when you hit it, it rocks back and forth really well, and serves really good as a punching bag. I have a punching bag, but this actually works way better. When you're punching it, it goes back, and it's a good feeling. And like I said, this thing weighs about 110 pounds, and with the base, it's like 150 pounds. So it's really good as a workout. Now, I'm not a boxer, I can't box, but for a Wing Chun guy, sometimes you have to do something that's out of your comfort zone, you know. Really it really gives you good energy, good health. I do have the punching bag in Wing Chun, but I don't have a wall. It's like a square bag. You fill it with rice, and you hang it up against a cement wall. And I have like 3 in a row, and one is the face, one is the stomach, I guess, and one is the groin area, maybe. And you would learn to use and punch, straight punch, and build up your strength. So I don't have a cement wall that I can access easily. So this actually works the best. So how to put some power into it. So sometimes the dummy is can be used without the arms. Like, don't get stuck in one martial arts. That's why I do some boxing with this. My channel is all about people who doing Wing Chun who's doing it wrong. And I don't know. I kind of know why. It's many different reasons. And one of the things is that I don't expect people who don't do martial arts and don't do Wing Chun, and they look at it and they say, "Oh, Wing Chun doesn't work." Well, I don't mind that because they don't really understand Wing Chun at all. But we have a lot of people who practice Wing Chun for years and years and years, and they also don't know how to use Wing Chun in a situation. By that I mean, like, they do this, okay? And they do this. Even if you play fighting with your friend, you can't do this, okay? It's crazy. We do this in class because we are just learning Wing Chun, and we are fighting Wing Chun against another Wing Chun guy, and we want to explore a higher level of Wing Chun. People say that is stupid because nobody is going to fight with you like that. Yes, you are right. You're perfectly correct. Nobody is fighting with us like that in outside of a Kun. We do that because we're just exploring Wing Chun. We're not training you to fight someone else. We are not training you to compete. We are not training you to become a fighter. That is, when we're doing this Wing Chun stuff, Wing Chun against Wing Chun, and when we're learning Chi Sao and all this complicated stuff, we are actually just exploring the techniques to a higher level of Wing Chun. So yeah, if you're a Wing Chun championship in Chi Sao and you've been doing Wing Chun for 20 years, it doesn't make you a fighter. If you don't do some boxing skills on the side, if you don't do some Muay Thai on the side, you're really not a fighter. It's a martial arts. It's a self-defense martial arts. So obviously, if you don't spar with someone, you enter yourself in a competition, you're going to lose, right? Because we teach mostly defense in Wing Chun. Why? Because it's a self-defense martial arts. Because we could teach everybody. If you're just interested in competing and fighting and become a fighter, you have to be doing punching 24/7. You have to have a heavy bag, you have to spar, you have to get hit, you have to, do all the things that a regular boxing gym or Muay Thai gym or a kickboxing gym, you have to do all of that. So if Wing Chun classes start doing that, it wouldn't be Wing Chun. I mean, you could just learn one technique. You can just do Tan Da and then you just Tan Da every single move and then mix it up with boxing. And that would be very effective. Tan Da, Lap Da, Tan Da, Lap Da, and you're done. And 80% of the time, your defense is your offense. Okay, what is your defense? Your best defense is your offense. So we don't do that in the Wing Chun class. We're there to teach you Wing Chun. Is it going to make you a fighter? No. But you're going to learn Wing Chun, And Wing Chun is very good only when it's a very, very, very close distance. Okay, so someone's face is here, my face is here, and they're shouting into your face like this. That's when Wing Chun is good. That's when you can open up and do your head up because you need that strength. Assuming someone is bigger than you, you need to, put your body square so that you can utilize both hands, block and punch with both hands, and then you can do the straight blast. People are just like, they're kind of shooting out these straight blasts everywhere when the guy is like over there. Like, what the hell are you doing? You've been watching too many Ip Man movies. Come on, man. The straight blast will only work if your first punch hits. Then you can capitalize on second or third. But if your first punch misses, don't go like this. There's no use repeating all this stuff here. Nobody stays in one place when they get hit anyway. So for you to do this like a Ip Man movie, that's really unrealistic. So the whole problem with Wing Chun is people doing the Wing Chun forms and then learning Wing Chun and doing the actual forms in real life when you shouldn't. So, like I said, I asked my Sifu, my Ma Ping Sifu, back in the 80s. I think it was 82. I was like 19 years old or something. Or something like that, or give or take a year, because I'm an old guy. What with the bong, with the tan, what do I do when I'm in a real fight? He says, forget about Wing Chun. Put that out of your mind. Just fight, punch. fight naturally. And if you learned it well, your Wing Chun will be in your regular fighting, and it will be inside your regular fighting arms. If you see it, if someone sees you doing a Wing Chun in a fight, whether you're play fighting or just sparring with your friends or in a real fight, if somebody sees you doing Wing Chun, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It cannot be seen. These moves, we do these weird moves, these weird Yi Ji Kim Yong Ma, all these weird looking things. It's for your regular fighting. It's not for you to do it like this. These are the most perfect scenario. When you do this and we move your hand in like an inch, we adjust your hand, we drop your shoulder, this is for the perfect opponent. When your opponent is standing right in front of you perfectly, doing a straight punch at you perfectly. That is for those scenarios which don't come up in real life. Why are we doing that? But we're teaching you the correct way so you can understand where the power is coming from. In real life, the person is not going to be firing straight punches at you perfectly. So you don't need to be doing this. You're just going to get hit from the side. When you're doing this, you're going to get hit from the side. This is only for when someone is this close. That's when you can do this, this, and this. Otherwise, don't do this when someone is far away. Far away is anything farther than punching range. Punching range is too far to be doing this. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but this is what I'm going to say. Because so many people are misconceiving the art form and using it all wrong. People that are practicing. So, other than that, I mean, it is a very beautiful art form based in concept, based in geometry, and the way you do Wing Chun, you really realize and benefit from it. This distance that nobody else teaches. This distance, your opponent being this close, nobody else teaches. Nobody teaches Chi Sao like Wing Chun. I mean, Tai Chi has push hands, but it's not quite the same. So, if you already do some kind of martial arts, some kind of boxing, Wing Chun really will help you in this range. It really, when you do Wing Chun, you realize, wow, there's somebody in front of you, and you have their hands, and you have their arms touching. You realize, wow, I can hit him here, I can hit him here, I can hit him like this, I can hit him like this. I can grab. Once you hit like this, you can grab and you can lap, and then once you hit like this, your hand can follow back and scratch, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then that. Like, you realize there's so many holes your opponent have that he wouldn't even see where the punches are coming from. Because I get that. I get that in Chi Sao with somebody, and I'm doing the Chi Sao in a gun, and I thought there's no way he can pass my hands. And then he's this close to me. And all of a sudden he comes around, and then I thought there was no room, and suddenly he goes like this. And it's like, oh, shit. He had enough room. Even when we're this close, he had enough room to circle around. And then I'm like, shit, man. This is like, when you do Chi Sao with somebody who never done it, you realize they're so uncoordinated. Okay, because we always learn how to use both our hands, and both our hands are left and the right and the left and the right and the left, and the left helps the right helps the left, and these two hands are really helping each other, and they're synchronized together. Whereas if you chi sao with anybody who never done it before, you realize that, wow, their hands are kind of, I hate to say it, but dumb when it's in this chi sao position. So what is this chi sao position? It's like the push and shove kind of time when you're with somebody. Usually works best when someone is kind of picking on you and they're like doing this kind of thing right next to you. That kind of scenario, Wing Chun works the best. Works well in the dark, which is very like a urban environment, like you're in a bar. Totally dark in the bar, you rely on the touch, which Wing Chun really, really helped a great deal.